SOS convention. I welcome all of you. We have the great John Kozol here tonight. It's my job to introduce him. My brother said to me, just say this man needs no introduction. Put him on. People don't want to hear you, you talk. They didn't come here to hear you. I'm Mike Klonsky, by the way. I was thinking about what to say about John, who's a dear friend, a wonderful person, great fighter for social justice, brilliant writer. I could go on and on with all those accolades. But I had kind of an epiphany today here at the Marriott, of all places. You wouldn't think I would have an epiphany about Kozol walking through the Marriott. And my brother was staying up in the towers. So we walked over there and he showed me this plaque that was on the wall. The plaque, and you can go look at it later on tonight if you want. The plaque is about the great poet Rachel Lindsay, who stayed here in 1925. And it's about a busboy who worked in the hotel by the name of Langston Hughes. Yeah. And why did that make me think of John? Well, those of you who read Death at an Early Age will understand. But I'll get to that in a minute. I'm sure maybe John will talk about that. The poet Rachel Lindsay was walking through the hotel when this busboy came up to him and said, I imagine he said something like, "Hey man, I got some poems I want you to read." And he handed him 6 poems. And Lindsay took the poems and read them, and then went around to all his friends, his publishing friends, his poet friends, whatever, and said, "Hey, there's a guy who works at the Marriott who's really got some talent. You should check him out." I'm sure Rachel Lindsay didn't talk like that. Talk like me, and the rest is of course history. And John, when he was teaching in a school in Boston years ago, in a rundown inner city school without resources, Jonathan Kozol was a new young teacher there, trying to figure out, like a lot of us are trying to figure out today, how can you be a moral, ethical, honorable teacher in an immoral, unethical, oppressive system? And so what he did was he brought books. That was his answer. He brought some books for the kids, because the school had no books for the kids to read. I've worked with the jail school in Chicago before, and they asked me to come in and help them figure out how to teach literacy to kids. And I said, well, give them some books to read.